Hello, guys, and welcome back to our channel. My name is Mohit, and welcome to Dudes Banter. First of all, wishing everyone a very happy Ganesh Chaturthi because we are celebrating Ganesh Chaturthi in India. And to all the users, all not the users, all the viewers, sorry. So, happy Ganesh Chaturthi to you all. So, yeah, coming back to the main motive of this video. Yet another video of the Man United season 2025-26. And we started the season with a loss against Arsenal. You can check out the previous video which I talked about. And in this video, we'll be discussing about the game against Fulham, which was a one-all draw. And to be fair, there are a lot of things to discuss in this video because there are a lot of things that happened. So I think, as usual, what our pattern goes. So we'll start with the ball possession and everything, all the stats first. Then we'll jump into the game with my point of view, what happened in the game. So yeah, 52% to Fulham and 48 to us, and they had a slightly higher expected goals. They had more number of shots and everything. Again, the stats are not in our favor this time. But if you see at the Arsenal game, it was clearly in our favor, and we pretty much dominated the Arsenal game. But in this one, the tide shifted, and we looked a bit. We struggled a bit actually because if you look at the previous season and this game, there were a lot of similarities, but yeah, onwards and upwards. But yeah, there were a lot of mistakes being made, and the stats actually are not in our favor. If you see, if you must have watched the game, but yeah, I think most of the game which United played, not most of the game, but a significant part of the game was played in our half only by our players. But yeah, there are a lot of things. First of all, United are still not in the goals. I mean, we have scored, but it was an own goal by Muniz. Lenny Yoro headed it, and Muniz was there to block, but it deflected from his back and went into the goal. And a few minutes later, Emil Smith Rowe, who came in as a substitute just a couple of minutes before scoring. So, yeah, that was what happened in the game. And the biggest point, actually, if you look at the game, was the Bruno Fernandes penalty miss in the first half. If that would have went in, we would have sealed the game, and Bruno would have been the first goal scorer for United this season. But yeah, things didn't go his way. And to be fair, he had kind of an off game as well because he wasn't looking like the Bruno we know. But yeah, those are the one of off days which we can say for him because he has been a consistent performer for us. And yeah, again, in this game compared to Arsenal game, Cunha and Mbuemo kind of had a big role to play in the first half, but in the second half they were nowhere to be seen. Not nowhere to be seen, but they didn't have that kind of an impact in the second half. There were flashes here and there, but the momentum wasn't there. So yeah, that was one issue. And yeah, another talking point actually in the game. There are two talking points. The first one is Sesko still starting from the bench. I don't know when he'll start because I think against Fulham that would have been a good moment for him or good platform for him to be to start the game for United. But I think I have read somewhere that they were comparing Gyökeres and Sesko. Compared to Sesko, Gyökeres played the preseason and Sesko did not play the preseason. So pretty much these were his first two games of the season, which he started from the bench. In the first game, again against Arsenal, I'm comparing with the game against Arsenal that Sesko kind of had some moments in that game, like the hold up play and everything was there. But in this game, there were a couple of misplaced passes, especially the one which he gave to Dorgu on the left wing. So yeah, those were kind of some of the moments that needs to be worked upon. I think he will get into the moment in the Premier League once he gets to start. Uh, and the second thing is Menu not being used. Kobe Menu was on the bench. Amorim used only four substitutes out of the five, and out of which Menu wasn't there. He was there on the bench. Even Zirkzee, I think Zirkzee is recovering from an injury, so he might not get to play yet. But I think Menu was could have been one of the difference on the field. So yeah, I think one thing which I saw was if some of your main players, especially like Bruno or someone or Casemiro or the defense was great. The defenders were doing their jobs pretty well. Except Dalo, I think that Dalo moment changed everything. He could have passed it to someone, but he thought that he could take on and get the ball through to the Fulham goal. But that did not happen, and at one moment changed everything. Before that moment, actually, it was looking like United would walk away with a 1-0 win at Fulham, or we could have scored one more, but that moment changed everything, and the tide shifted towards Fulham in the last 15 or so minutes. So, yeah, that was pretty much the game and the big moments. And we move on to the next game, which will be against Grimsby on Wednesday. Uh, I mean, tonight, midnight. That is the Carabao Cup round two, and the next Premier League game will be against Burnley. I don't remember if it's a home game or not, but I think it could be a good game for Sesko to start. Yes, it is a home game, and after that, we I think have an international break, and after that, we'll be joining back in the Premier League with the Manchester Derby. So yeah, I think that was pretty much the game as well as the upcoming games, which is a Carabao Cup round two and the one against Burnley on the weekend. So I think we have pretty much a lot of things to work on, and Amorim also has to think about a lot of things because I think one thing which I read online as well, and I think that made sense that just what I mentioned that if one of your main players like Bruno or Casemiro or maybe uh, the Cunha, Embuemo. So if they are having a bad day, so I think you can sub them off because you know that they aren't in that momentum or they aren't getting that rhythm. So I think you can take them out because not in the big games. In the big games, they can matter at the dying minutes or so. That one moment can be there. But in terms of games like Fulham or other teams, so you can take them off and give other players a chance. I think that would be a good rotation as well. So yeah, that is pretty much from my side about the Fulham game and the season. Coming back to the transfers part, I think Lemons to Man United is a potential oncoming and it is still ongoing. But the one obstacle currently which is there is that Royal Antwerp have increased their asking price for Lemons. I'm not currently sure about the details exactly, but they have increased their asking price for Lemons. So it is up to United now what they do in the market. Baleba to Man United actually looks a bit difficult in this window because the asking price is 100 plus for Baleba for given to United, but I think it is practically not possible for us right now. And Brighton are also a bit reluctant to let him leave in this transfer window, and I think they will look to sell him in the next transfer window or maybe the next summer. So for now, it looks difficult, but yeah, we should keep our hopes high as well because I think only 4 or 5 days are left for the transfer window to end. So let's see what happens with the potential incomings for us because midfield and Goalkeeper are the two positions which we need a bit of recruitment. Apart from that, potential outgoings, there are four United players. Uh, First is Garnacho to Chelsea, which Chelsea are looking for a permanent transfer, I think, but it is still ongoing. 3 4 days left. Let's see. Garnacho is actually interested in Chelsea, so that deal might happen soon. Hoyland to Napoli is also ongoing, so that will be another deal which we have to look for because it is a loan with an obligation to buy. So we hope, or we let's see what happens. Just like I mentioned, 3 or 4 days left. And Anthony to Betis is also another permanent transfer which Betis are looking for. And yeah, that is another deal which we can look forward to. And potential earnings for that. And I think one problem one not a problem, but one thing that is happening is that Chelsea are, I think, willing to pay somewhere around 30, but United are asking for 50. So that is one thing which they need to sort out. Hoyland to Napoli and Anthony to Betis, actually I don't have the details right now, but as I get it, I'll be sharing it in the next video. And yeah, there are a couple of rumors going around that Bruno and Casemiro are actually being approached by Al Ittihad of Saudi, and they are looking at a possibility, or they might consider. But let's see. For Bruno, I think the asking price is again 100 million pounds. So we'll have to see what happens there. And Casemiro as well is one of those players who are in the potential outgoings as well. Sancho is a difficult situation right now because Sancho has rejected some good offers for him, and I don't know where he's going right now. But I think if he wants to play, he should get one of those options done, because he clearly mentioned that he doesn't want to play in Turkey at this moment in his career. Same for Anthony. Hence, they rejected Turkey clubs. So yeah, let's see what happens. And I think this is it for this one. So thank you guys for watching till now, and wish you guys a very happy Ganesh Chaturthi from our side. And see you guys in the next one. So till then, thanks for watching.